Salamat po. Sit down. There's always a prepared speech for me anywhere I go. Baski nasa kabarangayan, parang buang, sa bukid na. You know, I'm not really up to it actually, reading speeches. But I would just like to, for example, maybe touch on the matters that would affect the entire water system in our country. But before that, there are persons to be addressed. As usual, Mr. Eduardo Bangayan, the convention chairman, Mr. Renato Mercado, the chairman of the Philippine Associations of Water Districts, Metro Cebu Water District, Mrs. Alma Abrasaldo, President of the Philippine Associations of Water Districts, Mr. Mario Villasan, Secretary of the Philippines Associations, mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan ko. There is a need to, actually, what is more important to be discussed here is the need to rationalize the whole system of igamot of procedures and jurisdiction, parang overlapping. Who gives the authority to what and whose final judgment is it that we follow? In the city of Davao, there is the water code passed by the city council during the incumbency of my daughter the first time. She would insist on it, and there was this attempt to reconfigure the river of, I think, one of the tributaries that comes out of Tamugan. She stood her ground, and talaga pumayag si Inday na magawa ng bago. I don't know what were they up to, but I think it's a big business. Now, today I have read in the newspapers that Secretary Gina Lopez canceled about 7 of the big mining firms in the country. You know, I support her. And there was never a time that I called her to slow down a little bit because on one hand is the strict implementation of the mining laws. She should passionate about, not about the mining laws, but about the little man on the land tilling. And she's very adamant. Today she's insisting on the closure of so many. And I support her. She's a pro-people, pro-poor policies that I said when I took her in, you can have your way, just be fair and make it legal. That's about the only standard that we follow. What is legal and what is fair. Hanggang dyan lang tayo. Now, the reason why I think, by the way, yung mga bagong appointments, matagal na yon, it does not lie in my grid. It's somebody else's turf. It's Commission on Good Governance or something, government. And all appointments that I make has to pass that grid there. And it takes them time to review the appointments, whether or not all the clearances are secured. Yung mga ganon. There are things that you overlook when you appoint somebody because you do not ask for all of these things. But it gets to be reviewed by a commission, and there lies the delay. Hindi o sa tapos na yung appointments ninyo sa Board of Trustees. And I hope that you have a new life there. The Filipinos never had the chance to have a respite of graft and corruption. I would not want to zero in or focus on any administration, but for so much of our lives, it has always been corruption. And it is the one thing that really pulled down almost to the drain. Yung indolence ng taga-gobyerno, if not outright making money. It does not exempt any organization. Even the police have been criminals. But remember, as if I'm quoting it for the first time, may I remind the public that when I was campaigning, I made this statement that I have to fix the police because it is rotten to the core. I made that statement when I was campaigning. I just repeated it. So, parang pinapalabas na all along hindi ko alam. And that is why kinuha ko si Bato from down sa rankings, placed him there because he has my trust and confidence. I know na talagang pati ang NBI, and I remind Dante Giran, the chief of the NBI now, when I talked to him and I said, I will appoint you as the NBI director. It's only one question that I will ask you that I'm interested to hear an answer. Kaya mo bang pumatay ng isang ahente mo, agent mo, kung magkaletse-letse yung trabaho ninyo? And he said, yes. On that condition, I will appoint you. So I hold him responsible for a statement. Whether he really kills them or not, that is not my problem. What I'm trying to say is that I was trying to exact yung performance, not really literally, but if it has to be that way, then so be it. I'll make it public for the first time. And ba't to ganun? Kasi alam ko ang police talaga, it's rotten. And I said, remember that when I took office, I had to fire several generals, including, I don't know if he's here, General Luot, the son of a bitch, of a general who has been involved in drugs with 100 million in assets and liabilities. And I said that they are workers and very hard businessman. That is why he earned his... Sino bang niluloko mo, putang ina ka? Don't instead of really reading itong speech na ito, total, insofar as I'm concerned, in Davao City, it's working well. I hope it is happening all over the country. It's so efficient. I've been there several times. That is why I pay on time my water bills. Nakakaya naman kasi you have this, really one of the best performing government entity in the city, yung water. Mining also. Wala man dito, wala rin corrupt na police. I would not want to pull my own chair. But for the 23 years that I've been mayor, and in between my daughter, and I was a vice mayor, we did what we had to do. Ako, I promised Davao early on in 1888 that maybe we would try to have something of a peaceful Davao. At that time, at 7 o'clock in the evening, everything was closed. And so I had to talk to everybody, those wanting to talk. But I never asked for quarters, given quarters, asked for criminals. And so it has come to pass, and with incredible growth of 9% for any local government. That's a feat. But it took us time to do it. It took us time to reconfigure the technology of the brain. It's not easy in Davao to enforce a law. All you have to do is just say it. And this is good for us, and obey it. Medyo kunting hirap noon, but I said with the passing of time, parang lahat kami we agreed that it is really to the best interest of the community to just obey the law. So wala masyado akong druga because I never kept my secret before. I remember talking here before you. And I said the rule is do not do it in Davao with the drugs or crime. I'll kill you. And when I became president, I said, do not destroy my country. Do not deprive us of our youth. We need them for the future. And maraming namamatay along the way. So, itong rapporteur, ang bunganga nito, and of course, until now, they begrudge me about my rhetoric. You, America, you started it. Do not take it on me. I'm saying that the relations are bad because of my rhetorics. Kayo yun. You kept asking me in public, despite the fact that I was no longer mayor but the president. I'm not extraordinarily proud or happy to be president. And even if you ask me what would be my answer, I would say, I do not need the position at this time of my life. Kayo yun eh. You chastise me publicly forgetting that we are a sovereign country. You could have gone to the UN because we're all member states. State your complaint, and then the Human Rights Commission or the body itself maybe would call my attention and conduct an investigation. Furnish me a copy, then give me the right to be heard. That's very important. It is the Constitution, the same words that you gave us. We suffered you as your colony for 50 years, and you lived off the fat of the land of my country. Yan ang mahirap sa inyo eh. Mas bright kayo, you seem to impose on people. So you chastise me publicly, Obama. With that even, hanggang ngayon, si De Lima, Human Rights Chairman, she investigated me. Then secretary, siya yung may racket. She was running the whole show. Then Senador, ganun din. Until now, you have not come up with something. You know, let me just lecture on you. Yung mga EU, Bright, Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard, bugok kayong lahat, totoo lang. What a waste of money investing in your goddamn brains. Nobody can accuse the leader of saying, do not fuck with my country because I will kill you. Do not drown with drugs and destroy the youth of my land because I will kill you. That is a defensive statement. Just trying to preserve the Filipino 4 million addicts. Who are they? They are all slaves to a chemical and to fatten the pockets of the drug lords who are in the police, pati yung mga drug lords. 4 million. How many of them are permanently off his rockers? I do not know. Because 1 year or 6 months of shabu, the severe usage would really shrink your brain. So how many persons, ilan yung mga mag-anak ninyo, na kung mag-usap kayo, magsalita, gaganon ang, suddenly it veers to another territory. Marami yan dito. And you bleed for those son of a bitch. Ilan? 3,000? I will kill more. If only to get rid of drugs. And this campaign, I thought that I would finish it within 6 months, but my standard then was Davao City. When I became president, I had access to all information, and then I started to squeeze everybody, and then you realize it, you saw it on TV, by the hundreds of thousands, ganon pala kalala. And there are about 40% of the barangay captains all over the country still operating, and policemen about 6,000. And the trade is still being carried on behind prison bars. And no amount of confiscation, even noon, nilagay na nga sa NBI kasi nakakadala ng cellphone. You know, a cellphone, if you're a prisoner and into drugs, ang price niyan is about 500,000. There was a time na pumasok ang cellphone, so you cannot trust anybody. So one day, we will just have to talk. Do not give me that shit that, this is an isolated case, it does not affect the whole country. That's bullshit. Someday we'll have to talk seriously. Tayo sa gobyerno. But remember, you are not exempted. As a matter of fact, ideally, you should be the first to go bago yung mga civilian. Kayo ang dapat mauna sa impyerno. Totoo lang. And, well, as of now, there are no policemen in the entire country. And I want to add, even the NBI, the Bureau is suspended from enforcing drug laws. Sali kayo. Kasi nawalaan na akong tiwala sa inyo. Only the PDEA, which is being headed by General Sid Peña, used to be my chief of police also, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. I still have to write whether it's a proclamation, executive order, but I've taken in the AFP and raised the issue of drugs as a national security threat, so that they can call all the armed forces to assist. So yung iba, in the meantime, that there will be a cleansing, a purge inside Krami and the NBI. Merong marami sa inyo ang okay pa. Pero ang problema, it's a virulent thing. It's like a virus that has really affected lahat ng law enforcement. Lahat ng law enforcement. So pagkadroga, tumabi kayo because I will suspect na iyo yan. For example, if you catch 50 kilos, isurrender mo sa headquarters yung 25 o 10 kilos, pagkabukas may medalya ka pa. Meritorious service. Yung iba putang ina. Buhay na to. You know, you guys, whether it's PMA or PNPA, 4 years, government spends for your education. Libre, pagkain, lahat. Gives you a degree. Then you finish, you polish out with a rank. And then pagdating ninyo dyan sa, itong si Dumlao, abogado to. but he's not EP mayor. But then again, marami. Yung ibang, pagkatapos ninyo, we give you jobs, the corresponding rank, it's a little bit comfortable life. Then you fuck the people by committing treason. Kaya hindi na ako tumatawa. Kasi, mahirap ako eh. At the beginning, martial law, right and left, martial law. It started when Lacson suggested, because of the propensity to decapitate people, at hinihiya tayo to declare in Mindanao limited martial law. I don't really need it. Sa totoo lang, abogado ako, I don't need any martial law. Frankly, I don't need any extra powers. And if I would declare martial law, I will not announce it. And I will not even give you an answer. And I will just say, shut up. If it really needed to preserve the country, maybe. But it's not the right thing to do at this moment. Wala pa naman. Pero kita mo, we cannot make use of the police because it is corrupt. I cannot trust now the NBI because it is corrupt. That is a law enforcement agency under the Department of Justice. Then the police is under the DILG, both under me. So I have about a limited warm bodies. We still have so many wars to fight. There's an ongoing operation in the central Mindanao area and in Basilan. And what's really very dangerous is that Hapsilon, who is an Abu Sayyaf, was been the leader there, kidnapping people, has been proclaimed as the leader of the ISIS here, maybe in Southeast Asia. Nagbibidahan nga sila kung who will be captured as the leader, who will be crowned. And what's the work? What's the ethic of the work? The work is kill as many people as you can. Because if they are not Muslims, they are infidels. And for you guys who are there, kayong mga Moro, kasi masyadong, do not try to jump to conclusion. My grandmother is a Maranao. My grandfather stayed there in this Iligan. But originally, may ancestral bahay pa kami sa Marawi. Long time ago. So, just the NPAs, the wanted release of prisoners 400. I said, I have surrendered, conceded too much too soon. Lahat ng mga leader nila binitawan, the Tiamson couple, which is really the ideologues dyan. It's really, so that they can talk, the leaders. Now they want 400 release. My God, that is already releasing all. Para na akong nag-amnesty, which is usually given after a successful negotiation. Ngayon sabi ko, wag niyo akong ipitin because the military might not like it. And then if the military would oust me, would kill me, you have nobody talking to you. Pag ang military magalit, hindi naman sila sabihin mo hindi sang-ayon sa akin. But they would always support you if they think that you are right. If 400 is 400, it is already as if the talks are over and there is a successful formula. So what is there to show? You want individual declaration of ceasefire. I'm just asking for a document which says that we are now in a ceasefire mode, signed by the government of Oslo, who is offering the good offices for us to negotiate. Yan eh. Now, if you ask too much, this is a country that is not authoritarian. I head the executive department, but I consult people and the military, especially in these matters. Of course, nobody stood up right on my face to say it's not good. But during our talks, on our coffee time, relaxed moments, they would make suggestions. And you can get a good vibration of what they want. So timpla-timpla ako dito in the same manner that you have the Politburo, that you vote on whatever you want for things to evolve in these talks. Mahirap kasi ang... so, nag-withdraw kayo sa ceasefire. So, am I supposed to do the same? Kaya gaya po tumaya. Just go ahead. I will decide in the fullness of God's time. Mahirap yung akala ninyo ako lang kasi nanalo ako tapos ako na. Hindi ako diktador And I have to be very, very careful. I have to, this Congress to consider, which is co-equal body. As a matter of fact, they lay down the policies of this government. They initiate laws. And I said, I have to temper. I have to calibrate my moves vis-a-vis when I deal with Congress and with the military and the police. Now, what is important is that they must have respect. Otherwise, pag nawala ng respeto yan, wala na. For the years that I've been mayor, I got it from my father, who was also once the governor of this one Davao before. And he said that north or respect in everybody's heart. Pag nawalaan yan ng respeto sa iyo, tutumbahin ka. All these years, tanungin ninyo dito sa Davao, kung naghingi ba as baski piso dyan sa mga negosyante. I'll make it public now. Lucio Tan, si Andrew Sumigaward, they came here to chasing me. To the last moment, I never accepted their donation. Panggayan, you can dig into the records. In 1988, they were already her group. Kasi magkaibigan kami. Not because they wanted to voice their own candidate, but because we were friends, family friends. Kaya sila gumastos. Look at the records, election 1988, nagbibigay na yan. Hanggang ngayon, a bigger slice of the contribution came from there. Because we were friends. And when I asked for their help in 1988, this was the answer. Sabi ko sa kanya, his brother-in-law, I asked for a meeting. I said, I will run for vice mayor. Can you support me? And he said, no. Hindi na yung sayangan yung pera sa iyo. But if you decide to run for mayor, we will go for you. Yan ang totoo. So yung akin was just the millionaires of Davao, ni Boy. But ito naman mga kababata ko. Wala akong utang nun. Kaya ganito. If you want to enforce the law, if you want yourself followed, kailangan magkaroon ang respeto ng mga tao. Especially the police. I can bullshit you anytime. Because dito wala silang nakita na may gambling dito na humihingi ako. That's why I survived. I never lost an election since 1988 until the presidency. Nasusunod ang gusto ko dito, why? Kasi pinakita ko sila, wala kayong masilip sa akin. Patayan, yes. Alam mo itong buhay na ito, madali lang istorya na ngayon itong mga, tama yan sinabi ni Beth Aguirre. If you rape, if you take marijuana, shabu, get drunk and rape a child, tapos ipipilit mong human right, ikaw? Hindi tayo magkaintindihan dyan. Tuloy, sige ng mga pare. Sus Marius. To si Bacani ang fired the opening salvo ko, you started it not. Kayo lahat ng mga pare sa pulpito. Lahat ng tapos ngayon ito si Mercado si stop bullying the church. You read Ariel Rofo's book, Altar Secrets. It's online. Now, basahin ninyo. And if you think na binastos ko ang simbahang Katoliko, tell me after reading the book, and if majority of you in this room says that I was wrong, I will resign. Total meron man kayong registry. Just read the book kayong lahat. Tapos you write me, all of you. Dito itong listahan man ninyo nga nandito who are present. Write me and we will have a plebiscite and I will resign. I give you my commitment now. During the campaign, ganun ang hamon ko. Kayong mga tao, Katoliko, na gustong pumunta ng langit, as if it is really true, sige, doon kayo sa mga obispo at pare. Kayong lahat na gusto pumunta ng impyerno, dito kayo sa akin. Kasi may gawin ako para sa bayan. I don't always believe. Sa Ateneo kami, sabi ko. Lahat kami. Tingnan mo dyan sa Mark Falby, the priest who was charged in LA for molestations. Tingnan mo yung biodata niya sa Google. Last assignment, Davao City dito sa Ateneo. At an early age, we were already being molested. Pagkumpisal, maglapit pa yung muka, baho pa ng bunganga. To ask what your sins are. Only to be, hanggang doon lang naman. Lahat kami hinihipo habang nagko-confess. Hindi bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Yung mga pare, pag nakinig ang Pilipino sa akin, at nabasa nila yung writer, he is a narrator of the CBCP. He used to write for, I think, Inquirer, pati the Philippine Star. Parang namatay na ata. I don't know. I am sorry if I'm wrong. But basta na. Number one, si Bacani. Molestation. Yan ang karamihan ninyo. Molestation. Ngayong mga, ayaw ko lang mag-intriga. Kayong mga asawa ninyo, trabaho dyan sa pari, bantay kayo. So, maniwala ka. I am not, baski kayo alam ninyo. Sino mang, ito yung pares please ninyo. Matino. Dito ako na naputang ina sa inyo. Mayor ako eh. Tapos may punta sa opisina ko. Mayor, pwede bang magpa-embalsamar pa ng isang araw? Bakit? Kasi ayaw ng pare magbindisyon kasi linggo daw. Kasi tapos pinasok namin doon, mabaho na, nagalit ang pare. Itaan yung kaugok niya. You refuse to what? To bless. Mamatay na lang ako, galit ka pa, magbayad pa ako sa putang ina ninyo. Ay, Jesus, Mariusel. Tapos, stop bullying the church. Anong klase kayo? Kolekta dito. Nung una, Sunday lang. Tapos, ginawa ninyong misa, Sabado, okay na yung sa linggo. Tapos, sige, kolekta. Where's the money? We are into the business of, I haven't seen really a true blue na meron kayong rehab center. Madala ba naman yung putang inang droga na, mga kababata, huwag ninyong panandroga. Koleksyon natin. Ako na ang bahala sa sarili ko. Nabubusog kayo ng, kayo nag-umpisa. Bullshit, kayo ang nag-umpisa. Kasi sinabi ko sa inyo, wag. Because sabi ko noon sa eleksyon, di na bali ako matalo, wag ninyo akong ganunin. Kagaya rin sa Amerika. Kasi sabi ko, umabag, go to hell. Wag mo akong ganunin, putang ina ninyong lahat. So, tinawagan ko si Trump, Sir President-elect, this is President Duterte. I'd like to congratulate you. Allow me to say, hurrah, you deserve it. Yeah, I've heard that we had a bug fix with the State Department. I'll take care of that. Whenever you're in town in Washington, D.C. or New York, pass by and have a coffee. Recorded man yan. And I know of your problem about these drugs. Son of a... It's also flooding my country. It's destroying my country. Kita mo sa speech niya, ganun pa siya. Puksain ko, I will destroy drugs. So, America, what are the values that you are trying that you want us to follow? Shared beliefs. Yan, in your speech, always that shared beliefs, shared values. O here is Obama reprimanding me before the nations as if he was talking to a state governor. Here comes Trump supporting me and said, I'll take care also of my problem. O ngayon, nagkagulo sila, pati immigration na. So, saan yung asal na gusto ninyo? Simbahan? Kayo? Because it is either incongruity or outright hypocrisy. Yan talaga ang totoong buhay ng mundong ito. You play with hypocrisy or incongruity, your left hand does not know what your right hand is doing, and it's easy to condemn because people judge best when they condemn. Ganun yan. Kaya kayo ang nauna, walang para to. Every time that I feel like magsakit itong kalyo ko, bigwasan ko kayo, doon ko ilabas. Bakit ko taguin yung sakit ko sa puso? Ngayong USA, wala tayong ambasador. Walang ambasador pupunta doon. Hanggang wala tayong ambasador sa States. I don't feel like sending one. I went to China. Now you keep on pushing us. Assert. Because you create friction. So I go to China. Get out, dismantle your, or else I'll come here with my Coast Guard and Navy. So I go out and picking fights. What do you think will happen to this country? It's massacre. Can contend with 3,000 planes. The missiles are there in Spratly. It can hit Cagayan de Oro. It can hit Pampanga. It can hit Palawan. So you want to go to war by what? Proxy? Where is the battleground? The Republic of the Philippines. Ano ganun kadali? Wala akong magawa. I said, no, I went to China. I'm here to talk about peace. I want trade and commerce. But there will be a time, you can be very sure of that during my term, we will have to talk about this arbitral judgment, which is the most opportune time when they extract minerals and precious whatever. Then I would say, you're asserting ownership, so are we. So, where's the beef? Pero ngayon, maganda na, pumapasok na sila, they have offered, they have to go to war. Itong Amerika, padala daw sila ng lead. Na kayo lang. I know that my soldiers are brave. They're, as a matter of fact, dying. Extrajudicial killing, son of a... I have lost 33 soldiers now. And 26 policemen have died, gave their lives in the fight against drugs. Kung extrajudicial killing, di barilin mo na lang. Bakit mo paharapin? In Mindanao, there are about laboratories here. Ang nakagwardya sa mga gate nila sa building, it's not M16 rifle or pistol. It's an M60, dalawa. Kaya ako namamatayan talaga ng sundalo. Baka ganun kadali. It's easy to criticize, I said, especially condemn. You are at your best looking at tingnan mo muna sarili ninyo. Buhay. Iposta ko yung buhay. 4 million. Ilan dyan ang loko-loko na? Ang ilan dyan maghanap ng shabu, and every time they get the monkey on their back, kumakati na ang katawan, they look for one, walang pera, mag-hold up. Kaya ganun ang nangyari sa Pilipinas. Sino nangamatay noon? Mga bata, mga durugista. So, ano bang problema mo? Hindi tayo you push me to the wall. Hindi ako yung basta na takuti mo na, you will go to prison because we will go after you in the International Criminal Court. Tignan mo yung charter ng International Criminal Court. Ang Amerika, gago talaga, hindi pala membro. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Hypocrisy? Yes. The height, incongruity? Yes. Remember Panama. They invaded Panama because yung drugs sa South America went across Panama and were flooding America. Anong ginawa nila? They not only killed people, they invaded Panama. Uprooted Noriega, brought him to America to stand trial, and is facing time there. Hindi lang talaga pumatay sila. They went to war to invade and arrest a president. So, you tell me first that you are correct. You went to Iraq on a pretext of there were weapons of mass destruction. You killed Saddam, undermined Libya, and eventually Syria. But China and Russia stood their ground. Kaya hindi ninyo matalo-talo, even you be defunding sa rebels. Now it is radicalized. Kasi nakita nila you destroyed so many countries for nothing. Para bang, Senyor, I kill people for money. But since you are my friend, I'll kill you for nothing. Parang ganun yan. Dapat kanina pa ako 2 pages lang. Tamad ang gumawa nito. Lalaki siguro. We will establish a central water agency under which all water-related functions will be addressed. Tama yan. It's coming during my term. Like to remind all, when I say all, it is all. Do not be a hindrance to the pag-propagate, cultivate, and make use of the surface water. Huwag ninyong pahirapan ng local utilities ng water works kasi kailangan natin ng tubig. And do not make it hard for them. Do not ask money from contractors. The central government, that is Manila, they only have 1 month to process papers. The directors are only given 15 days sa bureau nila. Noon yung NEDA, until now yung aming application for a railroad, just is simple, commuter, railroad, hanggang ngayon wala. So, ako during my time, all departments, or whatever be the workload, I bought you so many computers. Billions na yan. We have made Sony and Toshiba rich by 1,000 times buying computers because we do not. It's only now that we are trying to learn how the world really catches up with technology. Huwag kayong, at saka ayaw ko yung all, I will come up with para sigurado. Yung mga businesses permits, itong bombero, wala na yan sa picture. Because when you erect a building or when you build a house, you go to the city health electrician, kukurintihan ka doon. Tapos ang bombero, magpirma pa rin. Pabilihan ka naman ng fire extinguisher na walang laman. Putang inahin po niyo ito lahat. I will go for summary dismissal. Sabihin ko talaga civil service. If there's a mechanism there somewhere, put it into action. Kaya itong mga director, mga register of deeds all throughout the country. Alam mo, punta yung tao doon? Wala, hindi mapirmahan, wala yung ma-release. Kasi yung director, wala. Wala dyan, punta ka sa umaga, hindi pa dumating. Pagdating ng hapon, wala na. Tapos nasa Maynila, minsan nasa mapaaga, magpunta sa mall, kasama ang kabit, tapos diretso na sa motel. Sus Maria Josep. Bakit alam ko? Tagal akong mayor. Ako, motel sa gabi. Wala nang trabaho. Motel, office, sinuswerte ka. Ikaw lang ang gumagano na binabayaran kung gano'n. Let's try to behave. Let us give the people a respite of corruption. Mga BIR, matagal na kayo. Customs, maghanap ka sa subdivision dito. Pinakamagandang bahay, BIR Customs. Military. Police, hindi masyado military. Military, pag retire, makita mo just a simple country house. Police, mansyon. Tanong ka dyan sa mga sinong ba? Kay General ano yan. Sino magrespeto sa iyo? Kaya yung mga tao mong pulis, Ito magsabi, tangina to. Siya yumaman na. Tapos kami ngayon na sumusunod lang. Ayaw niya kaming yumaman. So, it's a fucking thing there. Walang susunod talaga. Kaya walang respeto. Sigaw dito, sigaw doon. And you want your rank, you want your cake and eat it too. That's your problem. Cannot decide whether it's simple living, the pressures of the family, you want a mansion when you could just go by with a simple house. Well, of course, you can understand that you want them enrolled in La Salle, Ateneo, but try to figure out if you can really manage to do it. Ako kung hindi ako na, ayun si Ed Bangayan. Kasi kaibigan kami. Yung mga anak ko, kung hindi ako na mayor, hindi makapag-aral ng Inday. She eventually transferred to sa last year niya, San Sebastian. But she was want to... Napunta lang yan ng San Beda kasi na-mayor ako. And I was a congressman at that time. Actually, she was able to study in Manila because I was a congressman. Kung naghiwalay kami ng asawa ko, ang isang bunso, isa pa rin tarantado. Di umuwi ng bahay. Sige lang doon kay Adarna. Kaya yung anak niya, nandiyan ngayon kausap. Ilang beses ko na kinausap. Sabihin mo tanong ko yung apo ko eh. Kaya ko kinuha, nilagay ko doon isang bahay na maliit, yung katabi lang rin ng bahay ko. Wala dyan ang tatay. Sinong mahal mo? Papa mo, pati mama mo? Mama lang. It's a tragedy. Pagsagot ng bata lang gano'n. It's a private family, but ako sinasabi ko sa inyo. Magagano na. Sabihin mo yung bata, mahal mo papa mo, mama? Mama lang. Sa bagay, ako man rin. Never got along well with my father. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ang tatay ko namatay, hindi nga niya siguro usok akalain ma-prosecutor ako, ma-mayor ako, tapos so I was still a law student when he died. But I thought he would never have dreamt of... but my mother kept faith in me. Pero tatay ko, Bisaya kasi kami. Hanggang pantalan ka lang. That's an idiom actually sa Bisaya. It's not a cliche. Ibig sabihin, trabahador ka lang kasi hindi ka nag-aral. Sa pantalan ka lang. Oh. Yeah. Gusto mo? Pantalan ka lang, kargador. Basta bayaran lang ako sa gikarga ko, okay naman yan. Pero mahirap kung itiway ka. Well, taken about an hour and a half. But I'm sure that because of the eerie silence, either minumulto sa mga ginanong ko o talagang interesado kayo na whatever. Sinadya ko yan because as president, I tend that really to style man itong, old style man yan. Pati yung from 30 na bro sa Congress, nawala ako, nag-widow ako. Sabi ko, hindi naman gumagalaw yung yawa na yan. And I do not, whether, ayan, si Jimmy, tanungin niya yung, I used to work for her. Public order and security, ano ako niya when I was mayor, advisor. Maski yung patawag kami sa gabi, nagmumura talaga ako pag hindi na kami nakaintindihan doon. Lalo na yung oppression. I do not want oppression. So you have to work for the number of hours that you are paid. You are shortchanging government. You are paid to do a job for 300 pesos a day or 500. Then you only report once a week. That cannot happen. That is why nandyan yung 8888. Text lang ninyo, Bureau of what? Itong si name the director. Then spell out his sins and I will take over. Ang ayaw ninyong maniwala itong druga, it's surrounding us. Every day may briefer ako. I will publish the briefer. Almost half of the 5 pages, puro druga yan all throughout the country. Yung bakit lahat nagpatay? Ipakita mo ito sa... This is the drug industry of the Philippines. Ayan yung mga polis. Oh. Ayan si Looto. Gago. Listahan ito lahat. Elected public official. Ilocos Norte. Pangasinan, Ilocos Norte, Baleo Daya, Laslalong West, Lubog, Santa Lucia. Ito, for region. Region 2. Yeah. Puro listahan niya. That's 6,000, 40% of the... Tapos sabihin mo lang ako, takot-takutin mo ako ng human rights. Pakain ko ito, bunganga nila. Solve the problem. How do you solve? When you're complaining about how many? Hindi pa naman alam kung sinong pumatay. Calabarzon, Foreign National, Ohari Didukos Odo Chokwo. Itim itong yawa na ito. I think it is black. Barangay Captain Ricardo. Hoy, I'll name you. Barangay Captain Ricardo Idol sa tingin. Calabarzon. Region 6, Judiciary. Judge. Yan ang trabaho ko. Kaya mainit ang ulo ko palagi. Gusto mo na, bigay ko ito sa'yo, pati posisyon ko. Ito na. Sige. Hindi ko makarga ang putang ina niya sa kabiga. Puro listahan niya. How do you solve the problem now? If you listen to this idiot human rights and give me the book. Tapos, Katoliko, studied in Ateneo, tapos ako ng San Beda. Pero, nandiyan yung libro? Hindi, wala. Inunahan ninyo ako. Sabi ko sa inyo, huwag ninyong sobrahan. Kasi ako, totohanan. This is the book. It portrays a priest sa likod, patalikod. Altar of Secrets. I'll give you one if you want. By Ares Rufo. With introduction ni Marites Vitog, Sex, Politics, and Money in the Philippine Catholic Church. Sandali. Acknowledgement. This book is not divinely inspired. It draws inspiration and strength from the people who believed in the project, who believed that it was time to focus a different lens of the Philippine Catholic Church. These includes church people themselves who are aching for reforms and within the institution. The idea for the book came up after the news break published the stories of Bishop Crisostomo Yalong and Bishop Teodoro Bacani in 23, which I wrote. It was one of the best and the worst of times for the magazine. We broke silence of the misdemeanors of men, discussed troubles. Nandito si Bacani. Molestations. Okay man lang yan nung estudyante kami na mura-murahin kami. Pero malaki na tayo. Cut the crap. Ika nga. Hindi naman kami gagawin. That's why mabasa ito ng lahat ng college students. By the next generation, wala na ang church. Just like in America, I'm sure everybody of you been there. Sige kayo nung allowance ninyo malalaki. Noon, tapos may first thing, strip ka agad to ganon yan dito. So, I'm sorry but I will control the rate na. Babaan talaga ninyo na as in baba. And no more yung mga, I will call your attention. So either I will, no more waste, no more, wala na itong mag-meeting sa labas. I cannot imagine also how you'd be able to, hindi kayo lahat ha? But it happened before. Ganon ang style. You are awarded immediately with out of town or out of the country. Do not make this yung mga water dito this as a milking cow. No more of that. I'm sorry. Lahat ng government corporate institutions will be controlled. Marami dyan na tao na I will ask the financial guys to prescribe regulations. Not because I do not want you to enjoy. I want you to enjoy life. But mga customs, mawalaan niya. The extra, yung sweldo ninyo, ano lang yan, tip lang yan. Ngayon, you just have to sacrifice. Wait for 6 years. Total, mawala man ako. O magdasal kayo na mamatay ako or ousted. Mahulog yung aeroplano, gano'n. Okay lang, baskisan, basta not while I'm there. Kasi, I'm going. Napapaiyak ako sa pare, putang ina niya. Sa campaign, wala ako masyadong, even during the debates, nakita mo, simple lang yung akin. Hindi ako kasi magdiskurso ka na infrastructure. Ako sabi ko, I will restore order. Try to stop criminality. I will suppress drugs. No corruption in my government. Sa executive department, masiguro na yun. Wala talaga. At sa walang dumadaan sa akin ng mga contract. Prohibited sa palace. Diyan lang sa departamento ninyo. If it's a matter of approval sa finance about dollars, then I sign after the advice of Jokno and Sunny Dominguez. So, dineliver ko. I'm controlling crime, drugs. I'm putting pressure on everybody. I'm going after the police for corruption, lahat. Punta na nga ako sa human rights. And there was one thing, gusto ko lang point out sa mga, this is a democracy. We were on the hustings during the campaign. We were asked point blank by the panel, if elected president, would you allow the burial of Mr. Marcos at the libingan? Ako pa tayo nagsabi, yes, yung tatlo ayaw nila. So, when I became president, marami na alliances, gano'n na, pagkatapos, pag-resign, papasok si Bongbong. Wala akong amo. Di paski dito sa Davao, wala akong amo. I do not follow anybody. It has always been my nature to rebel. Hindi mo ako mapagsabihan. But when I make a promise, I will do it. Hindi ako napapakurne na, for what? Bakit ko pabigyan? Kayo mga abogado. We were told, time and again, do not go beyond the meaning of the word. Kunin mo sa diksyonaryo. He was a soldier. Maybe he was a coward, but he was still a soldier. Wala namang sinabi, he must be extraordinarily courageous. He was a president. Yes. He might have been really a total failure, a bad president. Okay. Let's accept that. But he was a president. Wala na. So kami mga abogado, kaya ako kay Grace, wala akong away. But tayo mga abogado, the only time that you can be a natural born is when you go out of the womb of your mother, Pilipino ka, period. Ilang semester yan, pabalik-balik yan sa constitutional politics. Isa lang, one alley to the womb of your mother, Pilipino ka. Otherwise, you acquire it by citizen acquisition of the husband's. The laws provide that you acquire his citizenship also, or by naturalization, or by adoption. Pero natural born citizen, tayo mga bago, isa lang talaga yan. Kaya sabi ko, I beg to disagree. Although I'll follow the Supreme Court. But into the wisdom of the judgment, certainly not. I don't believe you, but I will follow. Ilang beses yung one semester, nagbayad kami, mahal pa ang tuition. We're under Isagani Cruz, he was a brilliant lawyer. Constitutional law. Isang ano lang man talaga yan. When you are a Filipino at the time you make the egress from your mother's womb, that's about the only time. All others, sinasabi sa atin, di talaga. And here comes, wala akong ano kay Grace. Grace is a gentlewoman, mabait. Wala akong masasabi. I cannot say anything against her because she's really a good girl. Yan ang mga issues na since you hear me talking because maybe of my verbosity sometimes on one topic, I tend to, overdo things. Kaya yung paglabas ng ano mo ganun, sometimes I use a metaphor or I'm fan of, I use a lot of idioms in my talks. Kaya nga, so it was a good time with you here. I have never seen so much attentiveness ng mga estudyante. Kung gano'n lang tayo sa high school, wala tayong problema with college. I'd like to thank you for the time that you've given me. And let me assure you that, again, there will be no corruption in the government. Not ever, ever, ever. I would just want to give the Filipino a respite of about 6 years. Then try to build. They say that the economy is good. Ako naman, I am not an economist, so I say, basta ako dito. That's what I told Chito Ayala dito, pati sila mga negosyante. I will create the environment for Davao City for business to thrive. Kayong may mga pera, wala man kami pera, inyo na yan. Basta ako dito, walang kidnapping, patayin ko lahat yung mga murder for hire, at I will make it really a livable city. We got it. Nakuha namin. Of course, it's it's the will of God. Kaya kayo huwag kayo maniwala, mapunta ka sa hell, sa heaven. You know, now I disagree with. There is no such thing as a heaven and a hell. You know, it would be a very stupid God if He creates me as a human being. At the end of my earthly life, He would just send me to hell. God is Alpha Omega, the beginning and the end. He sees everything. And I said, but you have free will. But just the same, God knows that you're going to hell. So why the heck create me if you let me suffer? If you are the creator of life, then create another one, but not me. But you know, when you have this universal identity. Kaya hindi ko na masabi mo, change, ganon, mayor, wag ka magmura, be courteous, wag ka may mga bisita. I cannot anymore. It's too late in the day. That's my universal identity. And I will bring it wherever I would go when the time comes. In the meantime, we try to survive in this planet, and we can only pray to God, the true God. Itong God nila, with all the pageantry, tingnan mo yung mga cross nila. Kaya ito, cross, gold. Kaya kanina, gold, yung gano'n. Kasi yung cross nila, para itong gold. Ito, gold ito. Akala ko ba si Hesus Kristo gipako sa kahoy? Bakit naging gold yung cross niya ngayon? So where is your God? Because the Catholic Church are all pageantry and drama. Punta doon sa Rome, mag-elect ng Pope. Well, this Pope is good. I have no issue with him. Ito mga bishop, pupunta gastos na mga yawa. Stop traveling and use the money yung kinukolekta ninyo. It's about billion a day. Where's the money of the faithful? You have not returned it. Matay ka, magbayad ka pa, pagbabaho na. Ito pang isa. I'm going. Hoy, church, kiniga. Itong mga mahirap, alam ninyo yan. Dumaang yung iba dito, politiko eh. Mamatay. Punta doon sa akin. Wala libang. Sige. Punarabong. Ang igabong. Sige. Punararya pati libing. Pakwenta mo na. Tapos sabi ko, 2 days lang. Maraming patay na walang, hindi makabayad. So, you're only allowed so much to spend. Discretionary fund mo yan eh. And then, COA will start to question. Question ako ng COA. Bakit malaki ang unara? Bakit 9 days? Kasi ang Katoliko, ganito, itong COA pati pareho ang utak. Kasi question ako kung bakit malaki yung... ang Katoliko nagtuturo na for 9 days ang kalag. Ano bang Tagalog sa kalag? Kaluluwa. Kasi for 9 days after mamatay, ang kaluluwa nandito pa sa lupa. Kaya you have to wait for 9 days. Bugbog yung matayan ng kape, pakain. Baski wala ng pera, sige lang kasi 9 days. Tapos ang pera nila hanggang 5 araw lang na embalsamasyon. Tapos nangangamoy na. Tapos punta ka doon sa simbahan. Hindi, walang ano sa linggo. So yung patay medyo mabaho na. Pag dinala mo doon sa pare, magagalit naman. Bakit kayo nagdala dito ng mabaho na patay? Kasing baho ng style yan ninyo. Mga gano'n na Katoliko practice. 9 days. San? Yung turo nila na, yung mga sa katikyo, for 9 days, nandito pa yan. So, ang ipilitin mong Mayor kayo, ang kaluluwa, nandito pa sa ano. Hoy, ang walang kaluluwa, yung nagtuturo ng kalukuhan sa inyo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.